Joe Latender here, and in this video I'm going to share with you how to use tile leveling spacers. Now, tile leveling spacers are used to keep your tile from having lippage, is what we call it, where the tiles are uneven with each other while you're installing. Now, this can be caused because the tile has a bow in it. It could be caused because your walls are not exactly flat. Now, this system does not take away the problem of not having flat walls. You still need to have flat walls. Now, you can use these and use extra thin set in areas to help along with the installation where you have areas where your walls aren't perfectly flat, but I do highly recommend that you make your walls flat before you use these, and I have videos that show how to do that, so you can check those out. But literally the biggest problem is nowadays we have a lot of big tile, 12 by 24, 24 by 24, 18 by 18s, and now we're doing tile planks, which come in all different lengths and widths. And so in this video I'm going to show you how to use these particular tile leveling spacers that I like to use, and they're called ProGrass, and it's a pro leveling system that I definitely like to use, and I think you will too. Real simple to use, and I'm going to show you in the video here how I use it with 12 by 24 tile, and also I'm going to show you how to use it with tile planks. So here, let's watch. Now, these are how this works. Once I get all this thin setted in, I put these caps in, I screw them in tight, and then I get it until I have no lippage with the other tile. And that's what this is for. It's to take away lippage. But it also really comes in handy with the installation on stuff like this. And the thing that I really like about these is that you can unscrew them and take your tile back out, where a lot of the systems you have a strap that you squeeze and then you have to pretty much start all over with it if you need to take the tile out. So these are really nice, easy to use. And now I'd be able to come up and mark this to make this cut. And now I know I'm going to come straight down with my saw. And now the only thing I need to do is figure out where the edge of that is. So I'll stick this right here on top of that spacer. I'll pull this one out. I'll rest it on this other one over here. So now I know I'm the right space. I'll make another line right there at the edge. Kind of see that. And now I know I'll transfer this mark to here and to here, and then I'm going to mark it and cut this square out, or this rectangle. Because all I do is I stick them on and screw them in just like you're seeing. Giving them, if you try to overdo it, they will break. And then you have to pull it out and put a new one in, which isn't hard to do, but basically is all I'm really trying to do is get all the lippage gone. And when you get longer tile, the tile tends to have a bow in it, which is why on a lot of the boxes you see the manufacturer recommends that you only do 1/3 of overlap instead of halfway. But when you use these, that solves that problem. And so I use these a lot. I use them on plank, and I use them on 2x2s, 18 by 18s, 24s by 24. I use them on a lot of tile. Bigger tile, it really helps. Now you can see how I brought this one to the corner, and then I brought this one over a little bit so that I can still get this next cap in. Okay, I want to give you some more examples here of how to use these spacers. Now, this is a tile plank that I'm installing. I'm installing a 6 by 18 in one row, and then the next row is an 8 by 36. And so I really like using these spacers with these because you can tend to get a bow inside these longer plank tiles. And so this really helps on not only keeping it all together, flowing it straight, but it gets rid of all of the lippage. So you can see how I'm back buttering each tile with the flat side of the trowel. I've already thin setted the floor with the notch side. Now I slide that tile into place into the other spacers that are already in, and then I try to place my spacers where they need to go while I'm installing the tile. Now, what this process that I'm using solves the problem of making a mess with the thin set. If you stick that spacer in and then you need to slide it back and forth, what's going to happen is thin set's going to get in the joint there and it's going to pop out and make a mess. And I like to try to keep the tile as clean as possible. So you can see how I just continue to install the tile, put the spacers in. After I get a few tiles installed, then I'll go through and I'll fit in my other spacers, and then I'll screw these down, press down with a grout float to get a good bond with the tile. Alright, so we're here the next day, and I have these blue caps all in here that I still need to take out. But these are really simple to take off. You can do it a couple of ways. You can just pull on them. You can use a rubber mallet to hit them, or you can even twist them and they'll break that way. But realistically, the easiest way is to just pull or use a rubber mallet. And so you can see that when you pull these off, they come clean, and this part of the spacer stays in there, and the grout will cover that. And so I'm going to go around and get all these, and then we'll get started with some more in a little bit. Okay, what I want to show you here is a removal tool to get these stems out of these blue caps. Now this is something that is nice, quick, and easy to use. You just hook it up to any drill, and then you just hit the button and unscrew it out. Comes right out, real simple. Now you can do this by hand, but this tool here only costs about $2-3, so well worth having. So you just quickly remove all these stems, and then the blue caps are reusable. Obviously the stems are thrown away, they're part of the spacer that you broke off the wall, so we're just going to toss those away. Now I want to show you one more thing here that I use. I use these horseshoe spacers with this leveling system. And what the benefit to using these is it pushes the tile apart to the right distance so that when I screw the cap, that the stems don't break as easy. Now these stems are very strong, they're pretty durable, but they can be, if they're not positioned just right in the tile while you're screwing it tight, the tile can get out of whack a little bit, and also the stem can break a little easier. So to solve that problem, I just use those horseshoe spacers, and then after I'm done tightening all my caps down, I just remove those horseshoe spacers. Okay, so you can see by watching the video how nice these will be to use during your tile installation. Now these are not going to make you a professional installer, but however I will say that you're going to have a professional looking installation when you're all done if you happen to use some type of a tile leveling spacer. It forces the tile together nicely so you don't have any lippage. It also helps force the tile together so it lines up correctly. It's just a great tool that you can use during your tile installation, and I hope by me showing you what these are, that helps you out greatly during your installation. Now I do have some links below that you can use to go and get these. Yes, these links are affiliate links, and I do make a commission on them if you happen to use my links, and I really want to say I appreciate you doing so. Helps support my website and keeps me going on being able to make more videos. If you have any questions, just ask, feel free to ask. And also I want to let you know that I have plenty of videos in Tile University that'll walk you through your entire installation. Become a member today. Hey, I'm Joe Latender. Thanks for watching.